Hi, my name's Trudy McDonald. I'm the Managing Director of TalentCode HR. For many of you, you will now be starting to get into a more normal rhythm around what the workplace looks like for your business. You may have some people who are back in the office full-time, some may be working from home full-time, and everything in between. Regardless of your situation, there's an opportunity right now as a leader to make sure that your team continue to be engaged, motivated, aligned, and accountable so that you can continue to drive your organization forward. What I wanted to share with you are 3 key considerations that you can be thinking about right now to make sure that you can keep your team operating as a high-performance team as we move into this next phase of change that we've all found ourselves in. The first consideration is recognizing that the future of work is happening right now and it will continue to evolve. However, generally we've moved beyond the technology implications and the days and the working condition implications to a more sophisticated way of thinking, which is around human-centered design. And what that means is, as leaders, we've very much got the individual at the center of our decision making. Now, this creates a whole range of challenges when we start to think about how do we scale this more broadly. However, a framework that can be useful is to make sure that when decisions are made, the question being asked is, what's in the best interest for our organization? And that includes our customers. What's in the best interest for the team and the teams that we need to collaborate with internally, and what's in the best interest of the individual. And if you can define and meet criteria across those 3 elements, you'll have a good foundation for human-centered design when it comes to making decisions around working arrangements. The second consideration is all around how decisions are now being made. If you were to reflect back on the learnings over the past 6 months, year, 2 years, you may be reflecting that a number of decisions have actually cascaded up within your organization. And what that means, if you're experiencing that, is that ultimately you've got role compression. And what that means is that leaders are doing many elements of the roles that managers should be doing. Managers are doing many elements of the roles that their team members should be doing, and so on through the organization. The implication of this is that your leaders are not actually focusing on what it needs to be done to take the organization forward because they're so incredibly time poor. And I'm seeing this with a lot of organizations as they move into their strategic planning phase, that strategy was not well executed last year because there was a lot of reactive work happening that technically managers should have been driving and operating. However, leaders found the need to be compressed in their roles. Subsequently, one of the things to think about is how do we lift everybody's roles, ensure that everybody feels empowered to make decisions within guardrails at the right level so that you can redefine roles and lift everybody to be performing at the level that they should be. The final consideration is around your cadence for when you will physically come together versus operating in a hybrid or a remote environment. One of the things to think about is, rather than making those decisions around the days that people will come together, every Friday, every Monday, to think about critical events where you do want to come together. These may include your strategic planning days. They may include team offsites or critical project meetings where collectively you decide this is where there's value in us physically being together so that we can connect, enhance trust, align, build stronger relationships, and ultimately make sure there's full transparency around what everybody's doing so that we can move forward. This approach, rather than looking at specific days to come into the office, is ultimately going to lead to a better outcome because people will understand the purpose or the why behind why you're looking for them to adapt their schedules. In summary, as organizations and as individuals, we've all got pretty good at dealing with disruption. So let's make sure this year is the year to not use disruption as an excuse for not delivering on your strategy and taking your team to the next level of performance. If you'd like to chat about how to build high performance teams within your business, please don't hesitate to reach out. We'd be delighted to have a chat.